Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of the Africa Town Hall eBook Club Engagement Hour. This is coming to you live on the African Town Hall online television via Facebook. I'm grateful to be able to be on this platform today with Raymond Bobson Stephen from Sierra Leone, and both of us are going to have meaningful engagement when it comes to books. The two of us are people who have enjoyed books, have clear benefits from books, and we will have the chance to share all of this with you today. We will also have time to share with you how you can become a member of the African Town Hall eBook Club so that you can have access to hundreds of thousands of books for free to download your devices and to read. It is such a pleasure for me to talk about books because of all the experiences and benefits I have personally derived from them. Raymond, please welcome to the African Town Hall eBook Club Engagement Hour today.
Yes, and thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm happy and I'm excited that I have the chance to be alive at this time and to be able to, to share what has really been helping me. So I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
Okay, that is very great. The African Town Hall eBook Club Engagement Hour is a time where we engage members of the eBook Club and non-members, especially those who would like to learn more about the eBook Club, come together to ask questions about the eBook Club and also to discuss and share benefits of books they have read. And we will have a chance to do a lot of this today with Raymond right here with us. Raymond is someone who has read a lot of books. He has read a lot of books. He has benefits from the books he has read. He's so happy to be able to share those with the rising generations of Africa. Both of us are connected with the knowledge that if things must change in Africa, then the rising generations of Africa must read books. We agreed totally on this particular point because it's only when we can read that we learn. I have this saying about books that books already contain, they contain the blessings that God has already given to you. You just need to discover them by going into the pages of those books. As we discussed today, Raymond will be able to share a lot of things he has learned that connects him with books and the benefits that he would like others to share. Now, Raymond, I'd like you to come right in now and help us to kind of get some thoughts and ideas about books. What's your connection with books? Can we start with that? Just share with us your connection with books because I feel your passion for books. So please let's get off with that. What's your connection with books? Why are you so passionate about books? Oh, okay. It seems Raymond had just had some technical issues there and have to get off the studios. I'm sure that is caused by network issues. You remember, as people who are in Africa, part of the challenges we face in Africa is the fact that we are being ruled by those who have no brains. And we call them blind and brainless rulers. Because they are blind and brainless, they cannot know the need to ensure that power supply is guaranteed to the people. They don't even know the need to have effective data capacity in Africa. They don't know that in the modern times, there's nothing anyone can do without data, without power supply. Um, right now, I'm using the light from my phone, and if I cover it, you will see how the place will become reasonably dark. If I remove it, you see some brightness. It is the light from my phone, the battery of my phone that I'm using to be able to get us to see what is going on. But all the same, this won't deter us because we have a goal. One of the principal goals that we have is to help the rising generations of Africa, those who own tomorrow, those who take over this place when people like me are not there, those who will be carrying the burden of being in this place, they need to have a mind, a different mindset than the one that the people of my current generation have, who are ruining this continent and saying they are ruling in it. So, uh, books contain treasures, books contain power, books contain the energy we need to become the best people we want to be. Now, this is an engagement hour, and we have seen a number of people viewing this broadcast on the chat bar, on the counter. We invite you to leave a comment or question, which we will take on today as we discuss on this subject. We are still expecting that Raymond will be able to find his way back as he's able to handle the light and data issues network issues that might be challenging his appearance. But until that time, one of the things that I want us to do here while we are here is to bring up your questions. Now, I have a question for you. Do you know about the African Townhall eBook Club, and what do you know about it? I'd like you to leave a chat on the chat bar indicating what you know about the African Townhall eBook Club, if you have heard about it before, and then if you have not, you can say you have not heard, and then we can proceed to explain a little bit more about that. But if we know what you already know about the eBook Club, and then the next question will be, what would you like to know more about the eBook Club? And the next one will be, are you a member already? Would you like to be a member? Would you like to know what it takes to be a member? And these are also the issues we want to discuss today. And we would like them to flow through questions that you are asking. Now, the first things I would like to introduce personally today as we talk about is that the African Townhall eBook Club is set up principally to enable the rising generations of Africa to have the capacity to access books. In this day and age, books are no longer just printed hard copies as we know them. Books now come in different forms, electronic forms. They are either PDF forms or they are EPUB forms, and there are a number of other formats that the electronic books come. But what it makes possible is that somebody can now read a book today. And also, you can see a book you are reading right now. You find a nice book that you love. Get the ebook inside your phone or other devices. And then you say, hey, friend, I just came across this book. I think you love it. While you are still reading, you share it. As one of our featured speakers on the day of our brand unveiling and on launch told us, Alexander Onuchukwu, he said, one of the benefits he sees with ebooks is that he can get a book right now and share it with 100 friends. While if he had just a hard copy of a book, then that book cannot leave his place until he has finished reading it. And then sharing it will be limited to those that he can get down, walk down to where they are and give it to, or those who can come to his house. The other alternatives to send this book across the world are expensive through courier and so on and so forth. But if it is an ebook, by a click on your computer, on your phone, from your mouse, or your anywhere with your finger, somebody gets a copy of a book you're reading and can begin to read them with you and have discussion on the book. So we welcome you to come and ask any questions concerning the ebook club that affects you, the things you want to know, and what you already know, the additional questions you're asking. And then if you are thinking about what are all the benefits that you get if you be a member of the ebook club, and I'll have this to share with you. The ebook club is set up to capture 4 different events for you at the same time, four of them at once. All 4 of them will come in this form. Number one, it provides you access that is not easily available. The books we are talking about here is all the great books of this world today, current and ancient. They are all available. And the books are in different genres. be they politics, personal development, finance. And financial literacy and intelligence is one lesson that they don't teach you in schools. You have to study them by yourself to know them. So those books are all available. And the available books are not few pages of book. These are the real books themselves converted to an electronic version. So whatever book you think about, whether it is The Richest Man in Babylon, whether it's As a Man Thinketh, whether it is Think and Grow Rich, whether it is Rich Dad Poor Dad, um, even if it is a book on medicine, biological sciences, physics, all of these books are there. Books on law, books on government and politics, books on religion, children's books. They are all available at your fingertips. And when you talk about fingertips, this it is in electronic book that fingertips become very real, because once you have the book on your phone or any other device, you can use your finger, pam pam, and touch, and you access the book and open it, and you are reading it. So that is one of the great things that is there. So the first thing is that we provide you with an unequaled access to hundreds of thousands of books. The target is millions of books. That's the target. But hundreds of thousands of books, and you get this at the rate you can be able to finish them. There are two memberships in the membership that gives you access to the ebook club. The first membership is the gold membership. This allows you to access up to 4 ebooks that you can download on your phone or laptop or other devices every month. 4 books that you can download every month. That's the access you get there. And then if you join the premium membership, that gives you access to 10 books that you can download each month. So if you are one of those powerful leaders, your problem now will not be books to read, because you have them. The issue now will be for you to now devote all the energy and time you already have, and then use it in reading the books. Now, access, that's the number one thing we do for you with this. The second thing we provide for you at the African Town Hall ebook club, your membership provides you that access, is that you will be able to learn personal development. Now, when you go to school to study, you learn crafts. When you go to school to study, you learn crafts. So you learn only crafts when you go to school, but when you study for your own personal development, you gain mental growth and capacity. So that is called personal development, which is increase the awareness of your capability, of your opportunities, and of your skills, the skills you already have and the ones that you need. That is what personal development is. And you get this by reading books. I'm so happy to see that Raymond Bobson Stephen is back here with us. And I would like to bring him to the studios so that he can join me in this great discussion and engagement that we have today. Raymond, we are glad to have you back.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having problem with my internet. Sorry for running away.
Yeah, well, you didn't run away. There was just a network problem, I'm sure. And I mentioned it as you left. This is the part of the problem we have here. When we are ruled by the kind of rulers we have in Africa, we'll keep having internet problems. I spent a few weeks in the US at the beginning of this year, and one of the things I noticed is that anywhere I go, be it hotels or even homes where I was invited, they just say, "Oh, do you need internet?" And I'm sure there's no Nigerian you will come to, or Sierra Leonean or any African you come to his house, he will tell you, "Do you need internet?" He will just be crying, maybe if I give internet, they will finish my data. Or even when another person start browsing on the same machine, you are the same data available, you discover that it will be too heavy, and then the data will start falling down. Now, part of the thing they offer you on arrival is, do you need internet? Which means every household subscribes very cheaply data plan for 1 month, 30 days. You just pay monthly. And for these 30 days, you have unlimited browsing. Unlimited. So, and it is only when a people are ruled or led by people whose brain are developed, who know the purpose and benefit and importance of data, That's when you can have that kind of people where you come to someone's house, you ask you, do you need data? Okay, so Raymond, no stress with that. You are welcome. Now I have just shared a few things about. I was going on with how the African Town Hall ebook club will benefit people, and I've told them what the first benefit is access. Then the second benefit is personal development, the opportunity to grow your mind, and so on. Let me finish discussing the benefits of membership, and then you come in with some of your own thoughts. Now, the third benefit of being in the African Town Hall ebook club is leadership skill. Now, the African Town Hall ebook club is monetized in such a way that if you become a member, you have a chance to invite other people to be members. And if someone joins through your referral link, immediately the person registers and pays the membership, which is a paltry sum. You are immediately credited with 50% of whatever the person paid. So now that is not the best part. It's a very good part of it because you make money, and I'm coming to that as a benefit. But as in the leadership it provides you is that now you have, like, say, 10 people, 100 people who joined the ebook club through you. You immediately become their mentor. You immediately become their leader. You immediately become their inspirer, the person that will inspire them to read more, to learn more, and grow more. And they will come to depend on you. And then, as you lead these people, leadership itself, we have learned, one of the lessons I learned sometime in the past was success through leadership. Now, as you lead people, they become available for many things for you. Number one, they can become personal business partners with you who can contribute the capital you need, the manpower that you need to midwife the business you're dreaming about growing. So you have available a group of people who see eye to eye with you, whose mindset is operating at the same level with yours, who can become your partners, through whom you can connect. There is also the social benefit of having friends from all over the world who are members of the ebook club who look up to you. So it provides you with leadership and network. So that's the number three. And the number four is entrepreneurship. Now, because we put a referral system in the membership of the ebook club, if you join and you now provide the information of the ebook club to others, you are learning entrepreneurship in the process. If they join the ebook club, and then first you make profit, secondly you learn to coach people to become business people. So it provides you a practical training on entrepreneurship. That's one of the number four benefit. And then overall of all of these, we provide coaching free for all the members. And then we provide workshops and seminars that will help you internalize and grow more from the books that you're reading. So we invite the rising generations of Africa, especially, but everyone, because we have some families. I have a man who has subscribed for membership of the ebook club, and then he subscribed for his two children. So those who already have children who are adults, because if you understand these benefits, you will like your children to enjoy it. So we invite everyone to come and register to be a member of the African Town Hall ebook club. Now, how much does a membership cost? I'm sure that's the question that will be in the mind of some people. Yeah, the gold membership costs 500 naira, Nigerian naira, for 1 whole year. Let me repeat that so that you don't think it is 500 per day. It is 500 naira for 1 whole year, 12 calendar months. So it's a giveaway. It is just an opportunity. It is not a business from our side in African Town Hall. It is a program that is developed for Project 3430 International, which is a coaching program that the African Town Hall Communication Company is bringing. So it is a giveaway to everyone to enable you learn these four things we have mentioned, and also to grow your own capacity as a person. And then the premium membership, which allows you to get 10 books each month, it costs only 1,000 Nigerian naira. And the good part is that anybody you bring into these things, you get 50% of the 500 if they join gold, 50% of the 1,000 in the join premium. And then if you join the premium, you get additional benefit of book summaries. Any of the books that you like that has book summaries will provide all those to you automatically without additional charge. So this is about the ebook club, and would like you to um, come and learn more by going to the website of the African Town Hall ebook club, which is www.theafricantownhall.com/ebook club, and it will be uh, on the chat bar, and then at the chat bar you'll be able to uh, find your way and be able to follow the link and join in case you want to. So this is all about that. So Ray, it is time for you to talk with us. The question that we asked you before was, what's your passion? Why do you have so much passion for books? How did it all start? Take it away.
Okay, and thank you very much. Well, I will say that growing up as a child, I have always wanted to. I mean, I saw I saw many pitfall. Like many people fell in, pit they dug for themselves. So growing up, I had many questions about many questions. Looking at my father, this was a man who he had a talent. He had a very good talent. My father is a designer. He can design very well. He know how to to show native very well. Now this was a man. He was doing very well in that business. He left that business and then he went and joined the police. He's a police officer now, and he abandoned that talent entirely. So like growing up, I was like, what if this man has like now you are still in the police, but you still maintain they I mean you still maintain your own company. I mean, you have your boys, they will be working for you. Now in the police, you have connections. You have many big men, and I mean, you can work for them. You can work for their wives, meaning you are making a lot of money. You'll still be working for the government whilst you are minding your own business. But that really didn't happen. So I was like, what do I really need to do? What do I need to do to be able to have enough? My father is somebody very smart. Academically, he's very smart, but financially, he's a novice. He doesn't know anything about, you know. So, that has always been that I need to get enough financial knowledge because I've seen people who have PhD, but they are not successful. They are not successful when it comes to life. When it comes to life, they are really not successful. So, and if you look at the whole world, that people who are really successful when it comes to money, these are people who have little, classroom education. And then if you read, if you follow their works, you find out that these people at a certain age, one knowledge that saved them was their financial knowledge. And these people are willing to share, just like what you're doing now, they are willing to share the secret behind their wealth. What are some of the things they saw that they didn't want that thing to repeat their life? To get just like I think I said it the other time we had the same program that the famous Michael Jackson, when he was alive, they asked him like, during your quiet time, what do you do? He said, when I'm doing my quiet time, I read books. Through books, I travel to places that I cannot go on. Travel to places, I read about people's culture, I read about their way of life, the way they behave and everything. So it keeps me abreast with what is happening in the world. And then trust me, you can agree with me that like 300 years ago, when you look at how people were rating wealth, it was based on land. Like the more land you acquire, the more wealthy you were. Now, from that time to now, it becomes like people were also rating well based on the kind of the total number of company you have, the kind of corporations you have. Now you look at this our own time now. It's now based on the ideas because there are many problems around. So if you have the ideas and then you work on them, you make money. So you see, so the thing is just changing. So if you're not abreast of what is happening, and the only way you can know that secret.
Um, it appears that Ray's network is struggling again. I'm not able to hear him anymore. Um, but I think I can emphasize a little bit on what he's trying to say there. In this, the current age we are in is in the age of ideas. In those days, for you to have wealth, you go through land. You have to own landed property, probably set up factories and industries, and then if that's all you do, what you discover is that um, that's how your wealth is marked. But today, wealth is more from ideas. Ideas. You look at a problem, a situation that you have around you. You think about how to solve that problem, and because you have ideas, then you can solve that problem. And as soon as you can solve that problem, then you have the money. Today, we learn that the money, the wealth is in problems. In personal development, they teach do not be afraid of problems. Don't complain about problems. When you see problems, begin to think about how to solve them. Now, how will a man or a woman get the kind of brain that will be able to think and be effective in solving problems? How will a man get that kind of head that can think clearly and find solution to problems? One of the easiest way that we have known is through books, because books contains wisdom that people has already used in the past, wisdom that have served other people so effectively during their time, and then they encapsulated them inside books and kept them. Now, if you can read these books, you will find ideas of how problems are solved, because the society, the way we see it, always has some problem in it. And those who are able to provide solution to problems always had more wealth. Even in those days when the focus on wealth was on landed property and other things, those who could get that landed property were people who had solutions to people's problem. People who own land, a lot of them, when they have problems, they sell it. If, as an African, talking from the African position where we stand, you discover that many people use landed property to solve all kinds of problems. I know many people who maybe they lost their father or a relation, and to bury that person, they have to sell land. So the burial, because it requires a lot of expenditure in an African society, becomes a problem that needs solution. Now, and because they have land, then they can sell the land. But it is a man who is providing the solution, which is money that is going to be exchanged at this time. That's the man who takes over that land and keeps it until it appreciates a lot more or develops it further, higher and above what he could have done for the people who originally owned it. So the point here is the person that brings solution to problems, that is the wealthy person. Now, the books are the key places to learn how to solve problems. Because whatever problem you can think about in this life today that we live has happened before in the past. You must have heard the saying that nothing is new under the sun. It means whatever it is that you face today, someone has faced it before. And if you read books, let's say even books help to solve your own problem. Let's say you are in trouble, you are stressed up with life, you are in a state of anxiety, you are depressed. You, even if you are sick, there are real sickness, real ill health that is in your body. You can through books find solution. If I were doing this broadcast from my library, you will see that there are thousands of books, if not up to hundreds of thousands of books, because it's a whole room filled with books stacked up. And then uh, my wife, she will buy several kinds of books, especially books on health, those natural health systems and methods. We have several copies of those books here. Now, so even sickness as a problem, you can find solution in books. Depression, anxiety, worries, trouble from the neighborhood and society, whatever it is, you can find solutions in books. So the man or woman who is able to read books is always able to find solutions to problems. And the person who can find more solutions to problems who gets the more of the money in this day and time. That's the point that Ray has made that I need us to check. He was giving account of the fact that his father was first and foremost a very skillful man in fashion design, but he left that to join the police. And he himself said, if he is in his position, one of the things he would do is to keep the fashion business and still go to the police work. So while he's doing both, doing this and then using the at the those spare times working on his fashion business, he's able to break even and do a lot better than he's doing today. So all of that comes from ideas. And Raymond is able to know this because he himself has been studying books on financial literacy and financial intelligence. So his head is opened as to all the different opportunities and ideas one can use in making money. So he's not going to look at making money from one point of view, but that is going to come from different angles. And that comes from reading books. Okay. So viewers, we would like you to think about this together with us. And as the name of this program is, this is the African Town Hall eBook Club Engagement Hour. It is an engagement hour. It's a time when I want us to engage. And part of the ways we want us to engage is through questions and answers. When you bring your questions and then I respond to those questions, you discover that you're going to be okay. You find out that you need that will enable you to understand more, to have more knowledge, have more skill, have more capacity, and be able to succeed better than you could have done otherwise. This is the difference. This is what makes the difference. Books make a difference. Um, Recently, I received a WhatsApp chat from one of my contacts, and in that chat he was talking about books, and I like to put that up now so that I can read straight from his message on a very beautiful quote he made about books, and that quote was just very beautiful. So you know, the what is in that quote simply belies what we are trying to uh, provide, give the information we are trying to give you today. He said this: "Show me a family of readers, and I will show you the people who move the world." That quote was given by Napoleon Bonaparte. I'm sure you may have heard about Napoleon Bonaparte, his place in history. Napoleon Bonaparte was an emperor at his time in Europe, and he ruled and conquered many cities. And for him to make this quote, it means that the capacity to become a ruler over several countries of this world by Napoleon Bonaparte came from reading books. So he said, show me a family that read books, and I will show you a people who control the world. Now, when Raymond was speaking, he mentioned about Michael Jackson. All of us know that Michael Jackson was a music maestro. He was the best among the best, the first among the best in his class. And then when he was asked what he does when he's not playing on music on stage, he said he reads books. And people will wonder, how can somebody who is so rich, who is so busy, read books? I will tell you a thing or two about that, which is that if Michael Jackson is not reading books, he won't have all the ideas he uses to produce the best music, the best beats, the best lyrics. So, if you want to be the best in anything in your life, the best connection, the best thing that will give you that power is through books. So, find books and read them. Yours truly is a man that is made from reading books. If you uh, got in touch with one of the promotionals that I sent out today in preparation for this broadcast, yeah, I told you a story about how books made me, and one of the things I learned from books, and one of the fun things I got from books, and this led to me to be doing with my life is to give out books. As a young man growing up, and even today, if we begin to count the books I've given, I think I have given out nothing less than 5,000 to 10,000 books. And this is how it happens. As soon as I read a book, I'm thinking, who do I love? Who is a friend? Who will need this? And then I will carefully keep the one I've read because I make notes in some of my books. but I will buy new copies of it and give to all my loved ones or anyone I meet. This is a pastime that I do. So now, but my introduction to books, I just love reading my school books in primary school in those days. But I was still in primary school when the Nigerian Civil War broke out. And some distant relations I didn't even know existed came back to our home because the war had displaced them from the city. And a number of about three of the children of the young people of that household who came to stay with us were in the university. So they had access to huge volume of books that I have not seen. Even I've not seen those sizes of books before. But then, while my other siblings and other people who came around to our home will see those books and stay away from them because they are voluminous, I was attracted to them even by their sheer volumes. So I buried myself into reading these books. From that point, they arrived at home. If you needed me, all you needed to find me in a corner where I'm busy reading a book. And I read a particular book that I used in creating some sensation in my life as a young boy. Primary school. Think about it. What if you were in primary school in those days? In those days, or even now, you know what it means. Now I read this book, a university college book, and I was able to read them because I want to read and I keep reading. And I read a sentence in one of the books, a very huge book, that said had 5 dots, the word THAT, uh, 5 of it in a row in a sentence, and that sentence was still considered correct. So, and when I learned it, I came out and started flaunting it, throwing it everywhere. Now, I meet any of my peers, I ask them, hey, can you make a correct sentence with the word that in 5 places in a row without a break, and the sentence will still be correct? As in those days, and I'm sure until now, unless I make this sentence now for you to learn, many people did not know how, won't even know today how they can make a sentence with the word 5 dots in a row and they are all correct and it's still correct. And then I will come, and once I ask you, do you know how to do this? And you say no, then I'll fly out and I'll go out quickly. He pointed that man has put was in the wrong place. That's 5. If you are counting, you would have seen 5 dots, and I can take it slowly for you to count. He pointed that 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 man has put was in the wrong place. 5 dots in a row. 5 dots. And then I use this to bamboozle anybody who starts in front of me. And this gave me some reasonable ego. I was a little kid. I was on the small side as a kid. I'm still small now, a little on the small side. And then I was shy and introverted. This gave me a chance to be able to stand among my peers and speak. Because if I see even a joke or anything going against me, I'll just throw in this wage. As soon as I put this wage, everybody waits for me to finish. They bow for me and I take over. And that helps my ego to rise up. In other words, if you are shy, if you are introverted, becoming a member of the African Townhall eBook Club can help you escape and conquer and defeat this negative aspect of your life. You can find your way, because I did. I found my way out of shyness and out of introvertness by reading books. I read so much book that sometimes I will make a sentence in grammar, and I myself will be wondering, these words I use, do they exist? Because I wouldn't even know exactly when I learned those words, because I keep reading and reading. And then I'll run to the dictionary and I check and I say, there's a word like that. And then the word is correct. And the place I put it in sentence is perfect. I mean, this is how it is. And that led me to have so much words. And that capacity, the vocabulary capacity, the capacity of many words that I was able to internalize through study helped me to grow. It developed my mind. It helped me to be an author of books. If I sit down to write articles, if I just make a decision I want to produce an article, I can produce 10 in a day. The reason is that all the words I need are there. They're in my head because I'm reading constantly. I do not ever stop reading. It's either I'm sleeping or doing this broadcast or I'm reading. That's what I do with my life. Incidentally, I did jobs that required reading and analytical thinking. So that helped me also to now become part of reading, to continue to be part of me. Many of us will not do jobs that will require uh, motor skills. Some of us will do jobs that require mental skills. Even jobs that require motor skills also will require mental skills. And if you can develop your mental capacity and then add the motor skill to it, you become more efficient. You become more prosperous than those who are doing the same business with you, whose IQ, intelligence quotient, is not as broad based as yours. Intelligence quotient is developable. It's not inborn. It is something you develop, and it comes from study. Now, some people will say, but I go to school, I'm in the university and I'm reading books, my texts. I'll tell you, the texts you read in your university are all great, and you should read them very well, and master what you're being taught. But to date, as you and I speak, the only thing the university teaches you is how to prepare yourself to get a job. If it is universities in Africa, I was listening to a Tanzanian professor. He said that the education that the colonial masters left for us, which our rulers have refused to change after all these years, that the only education they left for us was education on how to obey. So most of the time, what you're reading in the university will simply give you the skill for compliance, skill for accommodation in society. But what about that skill that you need to evolve into the man and woman that God has created you to be? What about the skill you need to be able to impart on others? What about the skill you need to do what I'm doing, to help others to get access to more books? That skill comes from personal development. And the source of personal development is the study you took on by yourself. Even the books you read in the university, if you don't take time to, if you don't get love for reading and come and study by yourself after the classes, after the assignments in class, you come back again and read that book again, you won't get a good hang of what is being passed on in the university education. So, learning how to read gives you two capacities. It increases your mental capacity. It also helps the training you're getting in the university for functioning in society, gives you a higher level of it. And check it out. There's nobody who makes a first class in the university who had not studied more than others. Certainly, most of them who really made it have studied more than others. When you go to ask those people, and I have sat down with a number of them and asked, how did you do it? And the thing that comes is that, hey, why you people are busy sleeping at night, making guy because you think you are in the university, you flex. I spend my time to read. So reading make it a man, and I add, and a woman. You will never get a superwoman, a woman, a man who is controlling things in this world today who is not a leader. Napoleon Bonaparte said that much. He said, show me a family of leaders, and I will show you a family that controls the world. I mean, these are things you must consider. And as you consider these, you will discover that you can do yourself a world of good if you love reading books. Now, because of this, I invite you, if you come across this video on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or all the other channels where we will place them, we want you to view it. Take your time to watch it. And then take your time to invite someone else to watch it with you. And then like it, share it with your friends. Set up watch parties if possible with them. And then when you go to our YouTube channel, we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And when you do, remember to click the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time we post videos of similar nature. This video recording, as soon as we finish, will be uploaded to our YouTube channel shortly. And then the link will be shared on our social media handles. When you see them, we want you to be able to watch them, view them, go to them, and then follow up on what is being asked. This has been today's edition of the African Town Hall eBook Club Engagement Hour. We are grateful for all those who are called to view it live. We want you to follow this again and view it again and again. and then to leave your comment and questions. If you leave your comments on YouTube and on Facebook, I will find them, and then I will respond to any questions that you may that are added. And then I will also respond to the comment you have made in such a way to provide you additional clarification. But the best part is to be a member of the African Town Hall eBook Club so that one, you can become a leader, you learn leadership, you will learn entrepreneurship, you will make money for yourself, you will learn personal development. And our target for all of this is not the money you make, it's not that you become an entrepreneur, it's that you prepare yourself in the spirit of Project 30 Before 30 International to midwife the renaissance of the African continent. I'm sure that you are troubled in the heart with what is going on in Africa. If you are not troubled in the heart with what is going on in Africa today, and especially in a place like Nigeria, and of course, the recent elections in Cote d'Ivoire shows that the problem is Africa wide, then you are part of the problem. But if you are not part of the problem, I want you to know that being a member of this ebook club will help you to now become part of the change that we are all looking for. The change must happen in Africa. If it doesn't happen, all of us will perish. Now, imagine how reading a book can help save Africa. And I know it will help to save the continent from marauders, for those who are misusing it. It will put the continent back in the hand of the young people, the people of the future, those who own it. My heart goes out to the rising generations of Africa. That's how, through this instrumentality of my company, Townhall Communication Company, we formed for a free membership, coaching, and mentoring membership organization called Project 30 Before 30 International. Project 30 Before 30 International, as the name goes, is there for 30 goals that we want to help the young people of Africa to set and achieve before they turn 30 years of age so they can become early success. Because if they can become early success, then they can midwife the renaissance of Africa, the rebirth of Africa, the change we want in Africa. And then this African Town Hall ebook club is one of the programs of Project 30 Before 30 International, which we are using to help the rising generations to now acquire personal power, personal development, which is increase the awareness of their capacity, um, their skills they have and the ones they need to have. Then it will help them to also learn how to leadership. That's what we are doing here. We invite you to join it. We invite you to invite your friends to join it and also to make the money that comes from it. It is a business opportunity for you. And we have seen people who are arriving late to watch here. We want you to leave a comment now, if you can, to engage. Let's engage with you. Or the people who are watching, I will see likes and will see presence. We want you to engage. Leave a question quickly on the chat bar or a comment that shows you're here or a question about the African Town Hall ebook club. Let us know if you're already a member. And if you are not, we have left a link on this broadcast chat, which will be on Facebook, and you can see it there, through which you can use it joining visit the website at least to be able to view it and find out more for yourself, and then to take steps to join the ebook club. So let me give a moment to know if the person who has just joined us would like to ask a question, because that will be helpful in the engagement that we are in here today. If you will ask a question, that will be fine. And then we will take up from that point. Okay. So now the things we would like to do as we close will be to say the African Town Hall ebook club is provided for you. Take advantage of it. Take it up. It's yours. It's almost free. 500 naira, 1000 naira means nothing, and this for a whole year. If you even join and get two people to join, you've recovered the money you use in joining. So it means you are now enjoying the ebook club for free for a whole year. And you can do better than that, because if you should get up to 100 people to join this ebook club through you, you make 50,000 naira in cash. That's quite a lot of money. And if you go to haywire and put 1,000 people under you in this ebook club, you make 500,000 naira. That one is, out of the world, and that's a lot of money that can change your life, start businesses for you, and help you to change the way you do things. Thank you very much for all of you who are able to be with us here today. Thank you for your presence, and we will be expecting your questions and your comments on YouTube and on Facebook. And from there, we'll take it up and help you more in all the ways we know best. Uh, we would like you to have a good evening today. Thank you.